To you when I'm done?
Yes, then I'll sign it. And then Jeff's got the other ones that you need to sign over in the signature folder.
We are still on. They get sworn in tonight.
So there's a crisis.
Yeah. Should have handed in my Chromebook. Okay, I use my phone for it.
I never use them.
Chromebook? I haven't used it in at least 2 years. I don't even know if it charges anymore. I gave it
It will. It will. Call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Jackie, roll call. It's all right.
Not on here, right?
We'll
Okay.
extend grace, don't worry.
Here.
Gorman,
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Hermaning,
Here.
Kaiser,
Here.
Maple,
Here.
Stankowski. Here. Landers Zebro. Here. Kelly Zebro.
Here.
And Dustin Brooks.
Here.
But you don't really matter, I don't think. But.
Pledge allegiance.
I don't know if
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll seek approval of the agenda.
Also move. I'll second it.
We have a motion by Gorman, a second by Kelly Zebro. Any corrections, updates, changes? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes from the regular board meeting, March 18th.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Wait,
Second it.
Motion by Kelly Zebro, second by Donna Kaiser.
I think I saw something in the minutes. I'm sorry, I was just gonna highlight it, but we had voted on the, sorry, I'll get there. The hockey,
It was 4-4. Yep,
yes, but there was 2 names that were wrong.
okay. Let me know when we can change them.
Where did I see it?
I don't know if I have their names.
It's under new business, was it not?
Yeah.
And one of us tied the tie.
Okay, I think I found it.
Like twice last month.
So for, I think Jessica voted nay, and
Okay.
Paul voted yes.
Okay.
Correct. And so they're just mixed around.
Got it. We will make that change.
It's on page 10 of 47.
Okay, we will make that change then tomorrow
This job
or tonight when I leave, before I leave.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with
I'm
those
gonna
changes.
abstain.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, this is all signed.
Yeah, thank you. Special presentation.
Dave, you're up first with the school food service.
Christie, could you move the agenda up, please, too? Thank you. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry.
Just scroll up, okay. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about food service today.
Thank you.
Okay. Starting out, I just want to talk about the importance of the students and making sure they're happy. We've been focused on offering them great food that looks great, it tastes great, it's very nutritious. Also working on menus for next year. All the menus next year for breakfast and lunch are all going to be brand new, offering them real exciting options. Chartwells have developed these menus that are the most popular in all their sites, so it's just going to roll out some different options for the kids that hopefully will drive more participation. I know right now breakfast seems to be our biggest opportunity to try drive more participation, you know, right from the get-go for the school day. Let's see here. Student engagement. I think it's real important going out to the cafeterias on a daily basis, just talking with the students, finding out what's working, what they like. You know, we can change the menus throughout the month or the next month, and just asking them how they like the food is really important. We also talk to the staff, teachers, ask them how we're doing, things we need to improve on, or if they're satisfied. Also, what I've been doing, and you know, just visiting other accounts. It's amazing what you can learn by visiting another school district, and I've done that going to like Stevens Point or just different sites. Nina, Appleton, I visited, kind of observing their operations and see what, you know, we can bring back to Mosinee, change some packaging, just some different new foods to bring more participation for the kids. I did some DPI trainings, always learning and increasing your knowledge. Also, just talking with other directors, see what's working, what's not working. Just some pictures of the trainings and that. Important, you know, talking with principals, I think is, you know, how you know what you can improve on, what the principals want to see happening in their schools, things we can change, things like that. And talking with anyone that'll listen on, you know, how we're doing. Or monthly newsletters is what I do every month. Kind of just give some pictures of the kids or programs that we're running, and you know, what we're working on. This year we started a breakfast cart to increase breakfast counts at the high school. We're doing this right now. We started in September. It started off a little slow, but it's bringing in about 25 to 30 new breakfasts. We have it at a different location in the school. Try to capture those kids that might necessarily want to walk down all the way to the snack shack where the main breakfast is being served. And then we're definitely having this at the Second Chance breakfast at the high school, to try to push more of the breakfast rather than the a la carte sales, that, you know, to increase that, more popular with the food. Let's see. And then the fun marketing events that Chartwell's have, Mood Boost, Fun Days, Global Eats, Student Choice, and Discovery Kitchen. I try to do these every month or every other month, just to give the kids something different that they might not taste, like maybe a different dish from another country, or something that's fun and nutritious, easy to make, that they can kind of take home the recipe to their parents, that they can have, you know, just a fun thing with their parents, and push the how nutritious fruits and vegetables can be. So we have a lot of fun doing that with the kids. And then extra fun events that I've just done is like celebrating National Breakfast Week. We have events with School Lunch Hero Day, Eat Breakfast with the Hero, kind of invite some, you know, different activities that kids might not see. At the start of the year, we had the Armed Forces come in, and the kids had an opportunity to talk with them. Just different things that the kids can experience, that it might be some new event that it gets them excited, rather than just, you know, coming in and having the same old lunch or breakfast. And they just have a good time with that, whether it be sampling apples from a local orchard over in Edgar, or you know, just talking with someone, maybe a family member that, you know, in the picture there is in the Armed Forces or something. Here's this picture of me doing some yakisoba, stir fry, or some fun event. Just give them a little treat, you know. It's maybe Valentine's Day, you make up some Rice Krispies, you know, as a little treat for them to, other than the nutritious lunch. Last year we did, let's see, it was, the Spudmobile came down and talked to the kids about agriculture, different recipes they can make with potatoes, and just learning about farming and just give them another experience that, you know, some things that they can do with, take home to their family with recipes or things like that. It was kind of a fun day that the kids came in, it was like a bus where they learned about the different potatoes and had fun activities they played, like games and things like that. This year, Mosinee was awarded the Cheers Award by Chartwell's, and what that is recognizing the great staff that we have here, always in a great mood, always doing anything they can for the kids, just having that smile on their face every single day and working their hardest, and just living the core values of Chartwell's. So they won that, and then just teaching the kids about the importance of eating healthy. This year I went and talked with the elementary kids, the third grade, and just had a fun day with them, or a couple days with them, and having a class. There's a picture there of me talking with the foods class of safety, sanitation. A lot of times if they go out for a job, they might have to take ServSafe, and ServSafe's important in the food industry of, like, you know, you need that certification if you're going to go get a job or if you're going to be a manager somewhere, and what they kind of look for, things like that. So we had fun with that a couple days. And then just fun contests. This one was, they did a cook for the day at the elementary, or we had fun with dressing up with celebrating the employees for the Food Service Hero Day. We had a contest who could dress up the best. The middle school won that with their milk and taco and things like that. But just getting the kids going and, you know, having a smile when they, you know, come into the cafeteria and see us dressed up like, you know, crazy or something. But it was fun. And then really important increase in sales, making money for the district, adding at the middle school some compliant a la carte options for the kids. Also this year we added some drinks that are compliant. The kids really enjoy that. And then at the snack shack here at the high school, adding some new options and adding some new drinks too. Really important to push those sales up to try to make some money. Looking forward to the new kitchen, hopefully having, for the high school, having that a la carte option, maybe, you know, try to bring in more money for the district. But here's just showing, you know, how important activities are. Every single day we did a event. It increased participation except one day, and that day I kind of messed up because I handed out swag, and the kids wanted the swag rather than getting in line for breakfast. But it was something I learned from, you know. You gotta have your breakfast before you get your prize or whatever. So, but it, you know, it was just a fun thing. And then things I'm working on is some activities. Actually, I already did the Hawaiian pizza. The kids love that, but some more samplings for the kids. I've been doing a lot at the elementary, but we did a few at the middle school this year, and then the high school, we're doing one with Chef Brandon. He's a corporate chef. He's going to be coming and doing a Global Eats event. It's going to be a Korean theme where it's going to have Korean dishes, something different for the kids to sample. And definitely we've been working on the administrative review. The auditors are coming May 6th and 7th. Everything has been submitted last week, so we're just waiting for them to see if they need any more additional information, and really looking forward to them to come to, they're gonna be visiting the high school site, so just to see how we're doing and then to show off all the good things we're doing, so that's pretty much wrapped up. I really appreciate your time. Did anyone have any questions for me, or? Yeah.
Do you allow the kids to eat breakfast in the rooms? Like some of the neighboring districts will take a breakfast and a lunch count the day prior, and then when they get into the classroom, their lunch, or their breakfast, I'm sorry, is in a container waiting for them? Because I think that would drive that engagement number up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Right now, the kids primarily eat in the cafeteria, but I know the teachers do allow it. They have, especially for breakfast, if they come in a little bit later, we have grab-and-go bag that they get and they take it and eat it in the classroom. But I think the teachers are really open to doing that and making sure that the kids have a healthy meal, especially to start the day for breakfast. I know we're doing whatever we can to get that first food in them so they can have a full stomach and concentrate on their schooling, so.
Yeah, because it's like, if they have to choose between going to the cafeteria to eat
Yes.
or going outside on the playground,
Yes.
they're gonna go outside on the playground.
And that's the problem
Yeah.
we're having at the middle school. The kids love to go on the playground and talk with their friends. Sometimes they don't come and eat breakfast, which they probably should first,
Just
but
an idea.
yeah, it's a really good.
Any other questions, comments?
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Paul.
Dave, do you know Rod at all, our business manager? He is willing to volunteer to taste any samples that you're willing to do. If you want to come to prepare
Oh, yeah.
food for him. Rod, you're okay with that, right?
I have bland taste, so no.
But you'll sample food, right?
Sounds spicy.
Usually people who volunteer, another person really would prefer to do it themselves.
So, I just want to say, Dave and his crew do a tremendous job. The selections that this district has is unreal for our kids to eat, and they do a great job. And I also want to just give kudos to Dave and his crew because they've been doubly involved, doubly busy because we've had them actively involved in the design of the new high school kitchen cafeteria area. So not only are they doing the day-to-day stuff, but we're also pulling them into some meetings every once in a while to help with the kitchen designer specifically, and all that crew. So thank you for all your
I'm
work.
really impressed by this, and just the involvement with the kids. It's,
Yep.
we're in really good hands.
Yep.
As our committee approved their contract again tonight,
Good. Thank you, sir.
so much.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. All right, Dustin, you're up.
No, you have to present something to him.
I thought that was after.
No.
You don't
Okay,
call his
go ahead.
presentations later?
Go ahead. You can do the
I'm
presentation.
out of order.
I'm sorry.
It's number 7. I
Yeah.
thought that he would do his thing
No.
first.
Okay, whatever.
Let's do it after.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Go ahead, Dustin.
you're right, my mistake.
It's okay.
Okay. Good evening, esteemed faculty. Family, career, and community leaders of America recently competed at the state level. Students competed in job interview, teaching children, and more. It was a great success. All students returned with a gold and placed in the top 3 competitors in Wisconsin. Many members will now have the opportunity to take Mosinee back to the national competition for the 3rd year in a row. This year, nationals will be in Orlando, Florida. Soon, FCCLA members will start planning fundraisers, to cover the cost of attending a competition of this size. Members will start gearing up for a banquet at the end of the year to celebrate the success of their FCCLA club. The Mosinee FFA chapter started inducting middle schoolers into their chapter. The younger members are already working hard, attending the EDGE conference in Green Bay. EDGE is an annual conference where FFA members can make new connections with other members from around the state. They also learn about the opportunities the organization offers and gain leadership skills, helping them throughout high school and beyond. Student Senate juniors hosted their Night in Paris themed prom this past Saturday. Students from all grades attended and were able to enjoy a night filled with lights and dancing. This night represented the hard work that our junior class officers have put into this event over the past few months, and it clearly showed. Student Senate members are preparing for the annual Evening of Elegance. This event is highlighted by dinner and entertainment for Mosinee community members. Student Senate members volunteer their time to hand out food, run games, and then clean up afterwards. Mosinee Skills USA competed in their state tournament this month as well. Skills USA is a national organization that empowers students to become world-class working professionals and leaders. The organization provides training, leadership development, and career competitions in a wide range of skill, service, and technical occupations. Through Skills USA, students earn hands-on experience and develop work, place, and personal skills that will help them in their chosen field of work. Unfortunately, no members of the Mosinee chapter placed in their categories. However, as you can see, the students of Mosinee continue to demonstrate leadership and growth skills across a variety of categories, making students more well-rounded every day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dustin, if you would come forward, please.
Dustin, I have to ask you a question. Did I happen to see you earlier today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Chrissy's gonna get a picture of
We
me.
have a certificate we would like to present to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service to the school district, to the children, the citizens, and taxpayers of Mosinee. Here you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
As always, you are excused if you have things to do, otherwise you're welcome to hang out with us.
See you later.
Thank you.
Hang with the old people.
What's too funny? I'm sorry I went out of order.
That's fine. And now, since we're giving out plaques, it is my honor to give our 3 outgoing board members a recognition for all their hard work. So if those 3 individuals could come forward, we'll do it individually, then maybe we can have one picture of you collectively. So I've got Peter on my hand, so Peter, if you want to come up here, we'll get a quick photogenic opportunity. So thank you for all of your dedication and hard work. There you go, sir. Kevin, don't go too far because you're going to get one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate
it. Thank you.
And Kelly. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, and if we get all 3 of you to have one group picture.
You want these with?
Yeah, just have one group picture together.
Well, can we
Why don't you go kind of near your cake?
A rose between 2 thorns.
Yeah, we have cake here for afterwards too. Thank you. I just want, obviously.
Kelly, yours was upside down.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Being a board member is sometimes a thankless position, and it's a time commitment that they make to the district. So I just want to thank them for all your hard work. I've only had the opportunity to work with you for like 10 months, but it's been a great run, and I thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the school district, taxpayers, children, and the generations. So thank you.
Thank you.
And enjoy your free time.
Item 6, bullet 4, discussion and possible decision, donation by Hastrider Industries.
Yeah, Paul Bartnick received another donation, this time from Hastrider Industries. Presented some aluminum to help with the shop and kind of the area that he oversees. So we just thank them for all it's aluminum round and square stock plate. So we just thank them for their donation, appreciate all they will, and that will be part of the next link. I put them in the link, so we want to thank them for that.
And the letter goes to them.
Yep.
Thank you.
Do we need to?
We need
accept
to,
that?
yep.
Yeah,
I'll make a
and then
motion
second.
to accept that donation.
I'll second.
Motion by Peter, second by Diane Gorman. Questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 6, number 5, discussion and possible decision, donation by the Freemasons from Wausau, Forest Lodge number 130.
We have some representatives from the Freemasons here. They graciously are donating money to offset the cost of the negative lunch balances in the school district. So I don't know if you guys want to touch base on this for a minute, or?
Yeah, if you don't mind, Mr. President, members of the board. My name is Matthew Myers. I've got Matt Shelton, Scotty Wickus, who I'm sure you're familiar with, and Ryan Wojciechowski. One of the core tenets of Freemasonry is relief, and to that end, we thought it would be nice to pay off the past due balances. So we ask that you accept this on behalf of your students to distribute throughout your district as you deem necessary. hopefully get some of those balances down to zero, if not all of them.
Well, thank you very much. So do you want to take the check, Kevin, and Christie, can we get a picture too? You guys want to come up and present the check?
Sure, call me, buddy.
We don't have the big check, but.
No, it's all right.
It's all right. This one you can cash, the other one you can't.
The important part here.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much. But we do need a motion and a second to approve that.
I'll make a motion, I'll make a motion.
Yeah, I'll be honored to be second on that one, yeah.
Oh, sure. Give it to you.
So, we're good?
I heard the second.
Donna.
Donna made the motion, second by Peter. Questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've seen
Parking or speeding ticket?
Not anymore. All right, I already did number 7 out of order. Any public forum requests?
Yeah, we do have one, I believe.
We do. All right, if you would,
You're right there.
Nelson.
No, I'm looking right over you, I'm sorry.
so please come forward if you'd like, or stay back there. Identify yourself, your address, and the agenda topic you wish to speak on this evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Nelson Paggi Jr. My address is 1023 Western Avenue, City of Mosinee. And I would like to speak on agenda item 6.3, board member recognition. I know you already did that, but first, I'd just like to say, is somebody watching the time? 'Cause
You can talk as long as you want.
3 minutes now.
No time up this time.
Depends on what you're gonna say.
That's a very good point.
I have the gavel.
I don't need to use this. Well, I want to thank you all for your service on the board. I think we all know that decisions that are easy don't end up on your desk. It's the tough ones that rise to the level of the board. And I wanted to thank the board members that are retiring from their service on the board today. Mr. Hanson and Mr. Hermaning and Mrs. Kelly Zebro. I didn't get to serve with Mr. Hanson or Mrs. Zebro, but I did get to serve 20-ish years ago with Mr. Hermaning, and I was in the middle of my first, the middle of my first term as board president when Mr. Hermaning joined us. He was appointed at that time to a vacant seat on the board, and I don't remember the exact year. I know it was the early 90s, and it was January, because the board meeting was on a Monday night because we were all going to Milwaukee the next day for the school board convention. And back then, almost nobody had cell phones. So I was with a couple other board members checking into the hotel, and when I checked into the hotel, they told me that there was a message for me. That was back in the days when hotels still did that. And not a lot of people knew that I was going to be down there. So, of course, my first thought was there was an emergency at home. And the message was, Kevin Hermaning left this message for you, and he wanted to thank you for your support last night in the vote for the appointment to the board. So, some people may or may not know that Kevin and I come from different political philosophies, I guess you could say. But I have to say, having been able to serve with him and get to know him and work with him, I think back in those days, and I know now, we were able to do a lot to forward the cause of education in Mosinee. So just one other quick thing I have to say, and I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but back in the early 90s when I was first serving on the board with Kevin, back when I was young, I was still looking for jobs out of the area, thinking, you know, I'm not going to stick around here. I had applied for a job in, I believe it was Rochester, Minnesota, and I needed a letter of reference. And Kevin was kind enough to write me probably the nicest letter of reference or recommendation I ever had. And I thought, wow, does he really want to get me out of town?
I think your 3 minutes are starting.
I have to say, I know it was very, very sincere and very much appreciated. So thank you, Kevin, and best wishes in your retirement from the board. And Kelly and Peter, best wishes to you as well. And good luck finding things to occupy your free time.
Thank you, Nelson.
Thank you.
Very kind, thank you. If only all public forums were like that.
You wouldn't need a timer.
Item number 9, the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Diane, second by Kelly. Any topics, issues to be pulled out of committees? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, discussion and possible decision, approval of the monthly voucher list.
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Motion by Peter Hansen, second by Kelly Zebro to approve the monthly voucher list. Roll call questions? Roll call, please.
Roll call, Kelly. Or, roll call. Jackie.
Kelly, Jackie.
Yes, one abstention.
Which one was the one?
You've
Paul?
got the
I have
153966.
Perfect, thank you.
Gorman,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Harmony,
Yes.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Maple,
Yes.
Stankowski,
Yes.
Zebro, Calandra.
Yes.
Okay. Kelly Zebro,
Yes.
Thank you. All yes. Item number 11, discussion and possible decision, acceptance of the monthly treasurer's report.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Here's a motion by Hanson, second by Kelly Zebro. Questions? Just real quickly, we, in committee, we asked Rod about our compliance with fund balance based on board policy. Our big payment from the state comes in late June, I believe the 4th Monday, I think he thought it was. And when that happens, then the board will, we do not have to go into fund borrowing at all, short-term borrowing, but we will be in, it's expected we'll be in compliance with our board policy of having more than 25% fund balance. So, all in favor say aye. I'm sorry, roll call, please.
Novinsky,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Harmony,
Yes.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Maple,
Yes.
Stankowski,
Yes.
Calandra Zebro,
Yes.
Kelly Zebro.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 12, 12.1, discussion and possible decision, start college now and early college credit program requests.
Yeah, this is an annual request we have to do for Start College Now and Early College Credit Program. Those individuals are allowed, as per state statute, board policy, 18 credits, as long as it isn't a course that we offer or something similar that we offer. Otherwise, we're required to basically approve them. Tom is here if you have any questions of his recommendations in grading to what we approve for tonight, but the administration recommends approval of those.
Seeking a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Novinsky, second by Gorman to approve the recommendation from the administration. Questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. 12.2, discussion and possible decision, student handbooks for 2025 and 2026 for the elementary, middle, and high school, and 25 and 6 handbook changes.
The assistant principals have done a tremendous amount of work on the handbook, trying to have consistent language across all of our handbooks. So they have a section that's like basically district type language, and then there's a section for each that does a little variation based on building. They've provided a proposed, they've done a tremendous amount of work, so we appreciate it to have some consistency across the board. We thank them for it. They're here if you have any questions, but they also listed the changes, the recommended changes. Probably the biggest one is, yes, we are putting in more stringent cell phone policy in the high school next year. That's going to follow something similar to what the middle school has, and is actually probably even a little more stringent than the proposed bill before the state assembly or before the state legislature, because that bill just dealt with cell phones, and this one deals with all it goes down to iPod or earbuds and all the other things that are involved in that. So it is our recommendation that we approve it.
Is there a motion to accept the recommendation from the administration?
I'll make the motion to approve.
We have a motion by Gorman. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Stankowski. Any questions about the approval of the handbook? Any recommended changes you'd
I
like
do
to
just
discuss?
have a question. Because the cell phone policy for the high school is going to be such a big change, are we putting that out there to the students and family already? As a heads up in preparation?
Once it will be approved tonight, it will be part of the weekly or monthly, newsletter that the high school sends out to their parents. So yes, they're in the process of updating that once they get the approval tonight.
Could we show that up on the screen? Just the cell phone part?
Is it just 1 year that the middle school had this, or more than one?
Middle school's in their first year right now.
First year also?
Yep.
So the incoming freshmen are, of course, already familiar?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Basically, the policy, and Tom and Kurt, you can chime in if I messed it up, but cell phones are not on you during class periods. So you have the ability to use it, check it at other times, but nothing in classrooms.
In class.
And
So
the
they
same
in
with
the
the
locker during
earbuds.
class? Yep.
Yes. Just in an effort to, it looks like 28 is the page we're getting.
32.
32?
Maybe 28.
Nope. Oh, wait. It's right, yep.
Yep.
Right here.
Here it is.
Oh.
Cell phones in it, okay.
So that
So
includes,
just, Greg, for an update, what, are we taking it from them?
Yes.
Right now, they
Off
have it,
person.
right? That's what I mean, they
Yep.
have it on their
Yep.
person?
Yep.
Now, they have to keep it in their locker?
yep,
Okay,
or home, or car.
okay, gotcha.
So that was kind of our distinction with the table there. We have the not allowed versus allowed. So allowed would be during passing time, lunchtime, privileges. If they're sitting in the commons and they have their privilege time, they can use it before and after school. And then as directed through their health or individual plan, because some do need them for diabetic tracking and things like that, so. And then not allowed would be during class time, instructional time, so that's the bell to the bell. Bathrooms and locker rooms, study centers, in the library and IMC.
Okay.
Picking on those poor freshmen.
They should be used to it.
They're used to it. They have
Yeah, they'll be good,
Yeah.
there. It's gonna be the other ones there.
I'm gonna have a freshman. I'm gonna hear all about it.
But you already had.
No, she's an 8th grade.
I've already been hearing about it.
I know, but I'm just, that freshman will have, quiz next year,
Right.
We got a motion and a second, I think we need to already.
Yep, we did.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you to the administrators for all of your hard work
Good job.
and that correction from today.
Yep.
Item 12.3, discussion and possible decision, ice agreement with the Mosinee Hockey Club from 2025 through 2028.
Yeah, there was a conversation, the vote by the board last month was to bring this back. So Rod and I met with the president and vice president of the youth hockey or Mosinee group that oversees that we have the contract with. We asked them to reconsider the contract, we also asked them for a longer term contract instead of a 1-year contract. So what they brought forward is a 3-year contract, so they're taking a little bit off of next year. Then the year after would be where it is, and then the year after that would be a $1,000 increase, so it goes up by $1,000 over the next 2 years. It would be my recommendation. Right now, it's only a 3-year agreement, simply because that's all the longer the hockey club has on the lease with the city. So if they extend the lease with the city of Mosinee, it would be my recommendation we look into engaging into a longer contract with them, a 5-year type contract with opportunities to revisit renewal at certain time periods in an effort. And it would also be my recommendation, it was a conversation I had with the heads of the ice hockey too, or the hockey club, is let's look at some nominal increases on an annual basis to keep up with inflationary versus every 6 or 7 years, 10 years, we all of a sudden realize we haven't done anything for a while, so it's a 30-some% increase. It's just the easiest way to do it from consistency's sake. So we are recommending approval of this agreement.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Novinsky,
I'll second that.
second by Kelly Zebro, to approve the ICE agreement as laid out this evening. Any questions?
I just have a question. So what I'm hearing you say, Mr. Doberspike, is that it was beneficial to sit down and have the conversation before signing the contract and working out some of the kinks, and maybe getting a little bit of reduction initially, but then having that discussion and at least setting the table that maybe we can have a longer contract, at least they know your position.
Yep.
Okay.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 12.4, discussion and possible decision, approval of the employee benefits for 2025-2026.
I recently we met with the staff insurance committee and looked at where we are going to recommend it, or our proposed renewal for our health insurance. Our health insurance renewal came in at 10%. When you look at our experience rate at where it is, 10% is a very good offer. When you look at, we're running about 124% through January. You know, and for those of you that don't get into it too much, that information lags 3 months behind. So, you know, we don't really have anything past January right now. We'll pretty soon probably be getting some data through March, but we're not running very good. So a 10% increase was actually very promising. And so it would be our recommendation that we take the 10% and move on. I think going out to bid would be not a good idea. With the experience rate we had, I think the numbers would only go up. So it would be our recommendation to do that. And then we are self-funded in dental. So with a cap on how much each employee does, and based on usage, they're recommending that increase is 1.5%, which is, you know, a nominal. Dental is not a high cost item in the grand scheme of it. So we are recommending a 10% increase on health and a 1.5% increase on dental.
Greg, is this what M3 broker?
Yep.
Okay, then in accordance, I'm gonna cover my bases, in accordance with policy 0144.3, conflict of interest, I must disclose my interest in M3 as I'm an employee, not on the EB side. I have nothing to do with this, but I am an employee nonetheless. I will be abstaining.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to approve as presented by administration.
I'll second.
The motion by Hanson, second by Novinsky. I see that the plan looks like it's a high deductible plan, right?
Yep. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. Same plan we've had.
Yep.
And then we offer a HSA to staff.
HSA, yeah.
Yep.
That's great. Any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item 12.5, discussion, spring election results and Board of Canvassers.
Yeah, there's nothing to approve here, but the Board of Canvassers met to confirm the election results from April 1st, 2nd, whatever, April 1, yes. Not a joke, it was April Fool's Day. And Derek Nest will be joining the board at the organizational meeting on the 28th. Dave Bauer was elected at the at-large seat, and then Calandra was elected in the town of Mosinee. So Thank you to those individuals that oversaw the canvassing. Calandra could not officially canvass for that because she was on the ballot, but she was here to assist with any questions, so we just want to thank those individuals that took part in that to certify our results.
Thank you very much. Congratulations
Yeah.
to those of you who have been elected.
Enjoy.
Item 12.6, discussion and possible decision, student fees, fee changes for next school year.
There are some fee changes we're recommending that are included. A lot of them are fairly nominal. Probably the biggest change we're making, which is actually common in fees for athletics, is increase in the the hockey fee because of, as we just realized, the increased expenditures in the sport related to ice time. It is not uncommon in school districts to have a larger fee for ice hockey. And I would say, based on our analysis of local schools that charge fees for ice hockey, ours is still low or in line, which I'm okay with. I just, we're not here to fee people out of house and home, but there is an increased expenditure in operating a sport of like that. So we're recommending that fee goes from $40 to $80. But other than that, the fees that are recommended in here are fairly nominal. Some of them just keep up with some inflationary increases, but nothing real drastic. And if you have any specific questions, administration is here to answer them for you. But we are recommending approval of this.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
Motion by Kaiser, second by Calandra Zebro. Questions, comments? Is it correct that the ag fee is being reduced? It's not a typo?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 12.7, discussion and possible decision, alternative character curriculum.
Yeah, as you know, we are a Leader in Me school district currently. It is going to be administration's recommendation that we move away from Leader in Me and find an alternative one that will be one we create or one with a nominal amount, which when we get finalized, we will bring that to you if there is a cost associated with it. But when you look at budgets and you look at the amount of money that Leader in Me costs us, it is our recommendation that we move away from Leader in Me. So I just want to get your formal blessing, I guess you would say, to explore an alternative character. And you can call it character ed, you can call it soft skill development. It's all kind of that same concept of how we're going to help educate kids about how to be good citizens and how to act with soft skills and some of those skills that we constantly hear that kids are struggling with. A lot of it has to do with those devices that are in their hands, and they be really good with thumbs, but we want them to develop more skills and have strong thumbs as they type things on their phone. So it is our recommendation that we move away from Leader in Me.
I'll make a motion to go away from Leader in Me and develop an alternative character curriculum.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Hanson, a second by Maple. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13, administrative reports.
Yeah, I just want to touch on a couple things. I'm not going to go through everything. Obviously, you can see on here building project stuff. We have the new board member situation going on, or training on Tuesday. One of the things I just want to touch base with the group here is we were fortunate enough to book John DeMay to come talk to our students about sextortion. He's coming to speak with our 7-12 students. We will be recording the presentation. He is in Anago the 23rd. He's coming here the 24th. We're going to do it in the morning. We are not having him, and I'll explain that in twofold. We're not having him do our parents the night of the 24th simply because every athletic team we have has something scheduled that night, and we didn't know what kind of attendance we got. But we have been asked to be a part of the event that DC Everest is putting on. They're kind of spearheading along with Marathon County in response to the tragic situation that happened with one of their students. So they have secured the Grand Theater. The Grand Theater donated their space for an event on April 30th. They're going to have some resource booths available kind of in the area John DeMay is actually going to come speak to that as well, and a panel of speakers, and that's going to be for parents and students to attend together. So we are going to be promoting both of those events with our parents and students. We are not going to release our recording, though, of the 24th until after the 30th, because we don't want to try to undermine what DC Everest has going and all of Marathon County. We want to give them the opportunity to have a good attendance and have people go there in person. But if they aren't able to attend the 30th, then we will release our recording sometime soon after that to our families to listen to. But just want everybody to know that we are actively a part of this. And as this has become a fairly large topic in our area, and it's a topic that should be fairly large. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that.
Any comments? Any other questions about any of the admin reports? All right, thank you. Other reports, number 14, WSB report. Kelly, your swan song.
Yes, last one. As Greg had said, the marathon, Region 5 is doing for new board members, is on the 22nd. And we did move that meeting to the 28th.
The reorg is the 28th, yes. If you want to go the 22nd, I am going with the 2 new board members. Dave is going to meet us there. Derek and I are going to ride together over there. So if you are interested, let me know, and I'll let you know what time we're leaving from the district office so we can do that. But if you don't want to ride over or can't, it's 7 o'clock in the Marathon Library at Marathon High School.
And then I just have 2 more things. There's a WASB webinar. It's on May 20th, 12 to 1, and then 7 to 8. And that's if you have any questions, or, so it might be good for even some of the older board members, even the newer ones, to sit on that, and they'll
You
have.
mean more experience?
Yes, very much so.
Not older.
Not the older, May 20th,
Oh, we
yeah.
have a board meeting.
Is it? Well, they have a 12 to 1.
Oh.
You know, in the afternoon,
Yep.
but they have that going. Then I do believe it's gonna be recorded, so you
Yep,
can look
they
at
usually
that.
do.
And then also for the last, they say to be a part of the convention, so I don't know if any of our choir would like to, or band, or whatever, but you have until, June 20th to propose something. And you can also go in and do sessions, if you have something that we're doing new in the system, which we are doing a few things, that we might wanna advocate for, that would be that. And I conclude my report.
Thank you, Kelly.
She seems happy tonight.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
CISA 9 report.
CISA 9 report, there wasn't a whole lot, but I have a question for you, Greg.
Yes.
They had a presentation about the Wisconsin virtual school. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, there was a little bit of presentation up at our PAC meeting recently.
There was,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so-
but we're affiliated with the Rural Virtual Academy.
Right,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
I didn't know where our district was with that.
Yeah, no, we've committed, a few
Right.
months ago, we committed to a 5-year re-up with
Okay,
RVA.
with them.
Yep, well,
Okay, and now they opened up celebrations for the board members, so some of the people on the board can bring, events and things that their schools are doing to the CISA 9 meeting, and it's on the report. Nothing really in our area, so anyway, a new item they started.
Okay. Thank you. Item 15, future agenda items.
yeah, there's 3 of them I have on here. Number 1 is the membership audit. We should have our findings back from that. Special education presentation is up next month as well. And then last is the board at some point in the near future is gonna have to engage in a conversation about how we're gonna handle our vacant board seat. So after Calandra decides if she's taking the oath of office or not on the 28th, we'll know which seat's gonna be vacant. And then we can have a conversation of how the plans are with the new board, how you wanna handle that.
Thank you. Item 16, movement into closed executive session. The board will go into closed section pending, or regarding section 19.851C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or